Hi guys, this is Jean Holden, producer of the show, and I just wanted to take a minute to let you know where you can find us on the internet. Please go to ThatMan on Fatman.com. There you can find out all the things you need to know about the show. You'll be able to find links to the podcast, to YouTube, to Twitter, Facebook, even Instagram and Snapchat. Thank you so much for listening, guys, and we hope you enjoy the show.
Today's show is brought to you by Death Wish Coffee. Death Wish Coffee, the strongest coffee in the world.
This is Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, and I want to urge you to make a generous donation to the Wayne Foundation so we can stop the sexual trafficking of children. Do it, or I'll find you.
And don't forget to check out our good friend of the show, Mark Live, over at chundertunes.com for all your podcast animation needs. ThatMan on Fatman is recorded with a Zoom H6 handy recorder. Zoom for creators.
Disclaimer. The show you're about to experience is for entertainment purposes only. The hosts use mature language and conversation just like in most of life. If you're too uptight, this might not be for you. All that said, we really do hope you enjoy the show. But if you don't enjoy it, expect a nice big shipment of my joyous Joker juice on your doorstep in the very near future. Toodles!
Yes, please note that use of all sound effects is done ironically.
Ooh-ah. You are listening to ThatMan on Fatman with Scott and Jean Holden, and they, trust me, have a great ass.
The second Y is sent in by
ThatMan on Fatman.
Oh, right on. Scott Holden.
Scott Holden, yep.
And what does Scott want?
Call me Scott because I'm Holden.
As the world's biggest Kevin Smith fan, I appreciate the fact that somebody finally made a podcast about that interesting motherfucker. So, yes, you absolutely did the right thing.
Okay, what has two thumbs and is a huge fan of Kevin Smith? ThatMan!
Scott, who does ThatMan on Fatman podcast.
Yeah.
Ooh-ah.
Well, once upon a time, just a regular man read a book written by the Fat Man. Tough shit written by old Kev Smith.
Ooh-ah. ThatMan on Fatman.
Kev said go out and start a podcast, and so I did, and I had a real blast. But my obsession was driving my co-host nuts.
He's that man. He's talking.
Didn't want to bring the podcast down. Needed Porkchop Murphy to hang around.
Go get him, that man.
So I created a show with one heck of a plan, and I call that show ThatMan on Fatman.
ThatMan on Fatman.
Go get him, that man.
We're gonna talk about Kevin Smith.
ThatMan on Fatman. ThatMan on Fatman.
Go get him, that man.
We're gonna talk about Kevin Smith.
Go get him, that man.
Hey, everybody. Yes, it's working. Yes. Yes. Hey, everybody. Welcome to this episode 5-11 here on ThatMan on Fatman. And with me in the That Cave is none other than Jean Holden.
Hi, guys.
She's producer extraordinaire and co-host of this here program.
I am what I am.
Yes, she is. And, sorry we've been a little bit on the quiet side.
I'm tired of saying sorry.
Well, as usual, I'm always redoing the studio, and I've been knee-deep in that, and rewiring, and some new gear, and blah, blah, blah.
There's the bug again.
Oh, yes, and there's a stink bug in here as we record.
Yeah.
You'll hear it on our news segment that we just recorded.
I can't, not say it when I say it, because it's so crazy.
Yes. When we're done with this show, I will assume the duty of bug killing.
I said duty.
Wow. Wow.
Whoa, I see.
We're going way back to...
Everybody thinks duty's funny.
Yes, I mean, geez, I didn't realize we're going that low, but if we are, then I guess
Hey, this show...
Sorry, it's about an hour late, but hey.
Is low.
Yes, low indeed. I will say, low indeed.
And you remember, sugar got low, 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 low.
I don't have
anyway.
that. I don't have anything like that.
Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur.
Ooh,
All right. All right, Gene.
Yeah.
All right. No, I'm done with the sound effects. Hey, wow, you're in a good mood. I got you to laugh there. All right, folks. First of all, thank you for putting up with us while we've been gone.
Thank you guys. All your sweetness and all your messages and all your kindness.
Yeah.
And, loving thoughts and saying if I need you, you're there. And
yes.
Very cool.
Yes. We appreciate
thoughtful. And
appreciate
it was
all
scary.
the cool thoughts and thoughts and prayers or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it was scary. And if anyone is like,
Afterburn, thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, like around my age and feeling funky, like, if you want to talk or message me, just give me a holler.
Yes, and
it's a weird time. It's something that I didn't experience before, and I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah. And for those who haven't heard the last show, you
might want to listen. I don't want to.
We had a health
everything.
issue dust up about basically Gene had some sort of weird chemical thing
and some anxiety, some panic attack,
and but a lot of it was really
hormonal.
linked to menopausal. Yeah, menopausal.
It was
stuff.
hormonal. Now, what happened with me is I had surgery, so it was an overnight thing.
Yeah, and
if you listen to the show,
again, go back to last week.
I don't want to rehash it, but it definitely was something that happened all of a sudden. I wasn't prepared for it, but I'm feeling a lot better.
Yeah, things have been a lot better.
Thanks to my family for, it was...
But there has been, still a bit of adjustment. I feel like we're only just starting to get our footing.
We're only starting, and it's like brand new.
Yeah.
And a little bit of tough love, which I'm not good with.
Yes.
And, but I gave up, and sometimes you just got to surrender and just give up to your family and just accept their help, and that's what I did. So
sometimes you just gotta say,
"Oh shit, it's that man."
Exactly. I couldn't say it better myself.
Yes.
So thank you all for your kind thoughts and loving vibes and all everything.
And also, I want to shout out to our guest, who is Blake Reilly, and from Clerks Minute. He was in town, and I want to thank him for putting up with us because we figured we'd be on next week or last week or whatever it was. And we just needed a break. Anyway, and we've had a rough time getting this show off the ground for whatever reason. Coordinating between Daniel and us. It's just been Danielle, and us. I said Daniel like it was a boy's name.
I think she,
Yeah. Anyway.
Understands that little mistake.
It's been... For whatever reason, there's been more heavy lifting involved in getting this episode up. So I'm glad we're getting it off the ground.
There's been a lot of drama.
My voice is still kind of weird.
Yeah,
I don't know if you hear it. I still hear it.
You had some dental work. There was a big drama.
Again, we already talked about that shit last week too.
So all of this stuff is like a little bit of an extension of, but we're on the mend.
Yes.
So this is a new episode.
Yes, so we're all saying,
"Oh shit, it's that man."
Yes, and he's back.
He's back.
So, but without any further ado, why don't we kick it over to Danielle Ryan and this week's Smedlines.
That Man on Fatman presents The Smedlines with Askew News reporter Danielle Ryan.
Welcome back, Danielle. Tell us what you got today.
I'm glad to be back. And today, I've got a pretty light news day. Kev has been just sort of going to movies and chilling out, which good for him. So we've got, he saw Solo, and we have not seen it yet because it's not out for general public yet. But he loved it.
Did he?
Yes. He said it was a fun fan service cinema that made him smile a bunch and flap his fanboy fins.
I have not. I don't know how. I've been sort of off social media because I've been doing a lot of shit around the studio of late. But yeah, that's good to know. It's good to know because I have hopes for it. I feel like my hopes for it are much higher than a lot of people's out there. So it's good to know he liked it.
See Lando.
Oh my God, me too.
You're going to see
Isn't he-
Lando? Ha ha.
Donald Glover is just beauty.
Donald Glover is perfect. And honestly, him and Tandy Newton, because she's phenomenal too.
Yes.
She's doing the best work on Westworld.
Oh, yeah.
She's a beauty too.
So she's in that?
Westworld?
Yeah.
Or Solo?
Solo.
She's in Solo. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like a bounty hunter.
Ah, I didn't realize that. You know who else was in it? It was supposed to be in it that... Or, no, I'm thinking of someone else, another movie. Drop it. All right. Okay. I'm shutting up now.
On to the next thing.
Because Emilia Clarke, Daenerys from Game of Thrones, is in it.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, and that Terminator movie we all want to forget.
Oh,
Yeah.
which one was that, though?
The one that we forgot.
No, because there's been a few of them, actually. There's been a few. There's the Terminator with what's his name? With Batman.
Salvation with Christian Bale. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then there was the other one after that.
I think I forgot that.
Which, believe it or not, you know what? It wasn't as bad as the Christian Bale one.
No.
I actually liked, what do you call it, the third one, which was the one with Claire Danes.
The one with Arnold, though?
It's Arnold, Claire Danes, and Yellow Man.
Oh, yeah. That's that's the crazy one with like the Asian T-1000.
Yeah, I like that one because what they did was they reset it for like destruction again. So, I don't know.
Yeah, that one wasn't bad. But anything they've done without Arnold has just been kind of like. Well, and then they did the Arnold one with Daenerys.
It wasn't that bad. I mean, it was okay.
Ooh, there's that bug. Go get it.
No, we're gonna finish this news segment.
Stink bug.
There's a stink bug flying around by.
He
our
didn't
light.
get it before, and now it's flying over his head.
Oh no!
Taunting you.
Yes. See, this is what happens when you bring a species into the country
The
and
stink
it has
bug.
no natural
I don't
predator.
like that thing. And it's kind of, it seems kind of harmless, but then it's not because it's. Ugh.
No. Anyway,
It seems
That's all right. We have wolf spiders, and they're super aggressive. So.
You have to have
what do
some
you have?
prey.
We have wolf spiders.
Oh wow! Yeah.
What is that?
It's a type of spider that it looks kind of like a tarantula. They're not quite as
no.
Yeah, but they're nasty looking.
They're nasty looking, and they're super aggressive. Like they'll actually chase my dog.
Wow.
Ew.
But they're not venomous, and their primary diet is venomous spiders. So it's kind of a thing where you're like, I'm gonna let you live, just don't attack me.
Yeah. Oh, they're gross looking, I'm sure. Ugh. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have a lot of those.
Yeah, just
I have rules. Anything in my house that's like, all right, if it's like a little spider that's up in a corner in a web, I let you live.
Yeah, just like
But
stay.
as soon as you like enter my domain,
Exactly.
you're done.
Stay away from me, and we're good.
I see this fucker right on the lampshade, and the implement I have would totally kill the lamp.
Get it. You need to do it. You need to just do it right now.
No, because I won't. Because I'll just knock the lamp out.
Oh,
I
yeah.
need for him to land on the wall so I can squash him flatly.
Yeah, and he doesn't move. He's moving very erratically.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Sorry.
those are updates on the stink bug.
Stupid.
It's basically an ugly beetle. It's really
It's
all
like
it is.
flying. It's like some sort of like retarded thing
Oh,
because
that's
it's
got to
flying.
be burning him up. He's right by the light now.
Yeah, that's what's happening. He's like burning up, and now he can't fly. His ass is like falling off.
I just see a reflection of him right now. But anyway, all right. So why don't we go on to the next story? Should I do this thing?
So
please.
from the stink bugs
To okay, we have to do that. There we go. The stink bugs.
from stink bugs to the wax museum.
Oh, there you go.
Kevin's been taking pictures of himself next to his famous friends,
Oh my God.
in wax form.
That's so cute. I love him so much.
It's super cute. The one of him with the Seth Rogen does not look like Seth Rogen at all. So I was like, who is that?
Some like stoner dude that he just found.
Yeah. And then, but the one of Matt Damon, I was like, yeah, that's Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Did he? Oh, okay. Now, where was this wax museum? Because I think I read a little bit about it. Where is that?
It looks like it's Madame Tussauds.
Oh, okay.
But this was, Hollywood Wax Museum.
Okay.
This was at the Hollywood Wax Museum, which is not a Madame Tussauds.
Okay.
And it's only celebrity figures.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's in Hollywood, in LA.
That's fun.
So, good stuff.
That
yeah,
sounds
and
like-
they're, some of them are accurate, and some of them are really creepy.
Yeah, it's hard because I've been to the one in the city, and some of them do look a little off, and they're just like a little creepy, but some of them are amazing.
Yeah, we went to the one in Vegas, and it was the same. Some of them were just absolutely unreal how real they looked.
Yeah.
And then some of them I was like, that ain't right. Like Rihanna. They didn't do her right.
No.
I was like,
I remember Rihanna. I remember bringing my daughter because she wanted to see the One Direction one. Every single one was like perfect. It was like, oh my God.
Sure.
They have to do the perfect. What are these girls going to do if they come and they don't look like them?
They'll melt them.
They'll melt them.
They'll melt them.
They're teenage girls. They're the scariest people on the planet.
Yeah, they are.
Indeed.
There's a little bit of wonderful in there too, especially my daughter. So
yes,
she's quite the love bug.
She's special.
A little biased there.
We should have a wax figure made of her.
She's seeing Deadpool for the second time. That's why
right now
I
as we
love.
speak.
Yeah, I know that she's so cool. That movie's amazing. So
I need to go see it.
There will be no spoilers here, but you have to see it. It's just
good stuff. I gotta go see it.
It was fun. I mean, it's
girls in there too. Your girl's in there.
It was interesting. I mean, it's plot thin, which like the first one. So
and Ryan Reynolds just brings it every time, and he's just hilarious and adorable and sexy and irreverent and all the shit that you love. So
I'm there for my girlfriends and him.
yes,
So,
and your girlfriend
when
from
you're
Atlanta.
pansexual, it's good.
I know there's so much to look at. That's why these movies are insane, girl.
her power is luck.
Oh my God! Even in Infinity Wars, you have Gamora, you have Thor, you have. I mean, there's so much greatness to look
Or
at. How
in
can you?
Thor Ragnarok, you got Valkyrie.
Yes,
Yeah, and she's also
I
on
love
Westworld.
I love
Yes, she
Valkyrie.
is. I hate her character on Westworld, but I love her as an actress.
I absolutely adore her too. I'm on the. I love Valkyrie a whole lot.
Where are you in Westworld, by the way?
Oh, I'm all caught up.
Okay, I'm about to drop on episode 5, but I was very happy to finally watch episode 4 and figure out what the fuck is going on.
Episode 5 is my favorite episode of the season so
Yeah,
far.
we're going Asian. I watched like 10 minutes of it. I'm like, oh, we're going to do the show, so let me turn this off.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well,
Yes.
you definitely should check it out because it's amazing. And Rinko Kikuchi, who's one of my favorite actresses, is in it, and she plays a geisha.
Ooh.
And she's the best. She was in Pacific Rim. She played Michael Mori, and then she was in.
That's a movie that you liked a whole lot, Scott. Pacific Rim. Oh, I think you just got the bug. Whatever that crinkling. Ew, it's like wrapped in the wire. Wait.
Fucker got away.
Sorry.
Sorry. Bug
I don't know how you were going to do it with that bag.
Well, he was on the wire. I was just trying to wrap him, get him in there, and crunch him up. But, I didn't grab him. I might have injured him because he did like fly off not happy.
You have to do that right in the microphone so we can hear the crinkling.
Yes, I'm going to crush his little head right there. All right,
the explosion of his brain.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
But yes, check it out because Rinko Kikuchi from Pacific Rim and Brothers Bloom and Babel. She's incredible in this episode, and she plays my new favorite character.
Cool. I'm looking forward to it. I saw they were going with the Japanese thing, so I'm anxious to see how it all fits into the whole story.
It's great.
Yes.
So
I also, it was very interesting finding out who this new, this new American woman who shows up and seems to have all her stuff together was.
Yeah, you won't see her this episode at all.
No, that's all right. But it's nice to know what the fuck was going on there.
Yes, for sure. And that was a good little twist. I was like, I like this. I'm down with this.
Yeah, because it seemed like there was a lot. I spent like the first 3 episodes really trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. You know, trying to piece it together. Trying to like, all right, who is this guy and how does he fit into this? Why new characters? I hate second season new characters. But anyway, so there you go.
I love it. There you go. There's the news. It's light on news this week, but that's okay because you can go watch Westworld because it's amazing.
Yes, and now, definitely. I mean, if you weren't into it before, I can definitely say, like, I've turned a corner on it. It's nice to have my footing again, somewhat.
Absolutely, and this episode does do a return to the modern songs in a classical manner.
Oh yeah, I was just a moment ago. I'm like, oh wow, it's Seven Nation Army.
Yeah, but this one is so ridiculous that I didn't place it until afterwards, but there's a Wu-Tang song.
Oh, okay.
In this episode, and it's played entirely on Japanese instruments.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's
that makes
amazing.
sense.
There's also an entirely Japanese instrument version of Paint It Black. So.
Wow.
There we go. Okay. Well, that was Oh, okay. And they used Paint It Black earlier too.
Right, and there's a reason.
Yeah, I was going to say, that must be around a character or an event.
Yep, but they do it entirely with like samishens and pan flutes and all the other Japanese instruments. It's got a really unique sound.
Yeah, it's very cool the way they introduce.
They definitely know what they're doing, and their fan base is very into their. It's
a heavy duty show, man.
Yeah,
it is not. It's a thinking person show.
Yep.
You gotta. It's something. It's a meal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
not
a show
light
that you
fare.
can watch while goofing off on your phone. Like,
no, not at all.
It's not like a half-ass kind of show. You have to be in. You have to be in it.
Yeah. You should watch it at least once before you do that.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I love this show, and I'm so excited that it's back. Yay! And I'm glad to be back here.
Yes, and I was going to say, thank you
here.
so much. I'm sorry about the last time we talked and all the craziness that was going on. At the time I thought, hey, why don't I bring in a neutral party? This will calm things down. But apparently, that was the wrong move at that time, and just didn't help. But
we fixed
we appreciate the effort.
It was,
I appreciate the effort.
It was a reach out, and sometimes people just have to do that.
Yep,
absolutely.
But things are a lot better now.
And I will never be one to slap your hand away. I will gently take it, pat it, and go, you got to deal with this.
Exactly.
Well, again, why don't I play the Smedlines theme, and we'll get the flock out of here.
And kill that motherfucking stink bug already.
I might have wounded him.
No, I saw him. He was flying high over there.
All right. Just like you.
He's a champ. I am. I am kind of flying high, which is good. It's better than I was before.
With a skew news reporter, Danielle Ryan.
Check her out on Twitter.
At Danny Rat.
And don't forget freakyfandoms.com and all that other stuff.
The Rainbow Reels.
Yes, and Rainbow. Oh, that's right. I just, I friended you back. I followed you back, by the way.
And can I say 2 more apologies? This is like the apology episode.
Okay.
Sure.
I need to send your pop, and I need to do the message to Bob. Those
No
2
worries.
things, please.
Yeah, the message to Bob is actually more important.
I know. This week will be coming, and it will be, your pop will come, and the message to Bob the next day or 2, I promise.
But the Bob thing is very good, so.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my God, we forgot. That all fell through the cracks somehow.
It wasn't even like I forgot. It was just like mental, breakdown.
Yeah, that was like the last good thing that happened before the total breakdown.
I wonder if it was some sort of I had some sort of breakdown.
Yes, you did. I watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
I don't know what it was.
God, it's so scary.
I don't think it was like a psychotic break. It was just you were on some sort of rage.
And it was scary.
It
was like an ongoing rage that didn't stop.
It was like it was the rage version of an anxiety attack.
And it was like I was on adrenaline. I felt like I was on coke.
I don't know.
That is an anxiety attack because it triggers fight or flight, and most of the time we go to the flight, we go to the run away, hide, whatever.
And that's what I was doing, but
sometimes instead you just want to fight.
But in a way, I was doing both. I can't explain it, but I was really and I was like.
Well, you also had the hormonal thing going on. And
texting was my rage. I was texting horrible things.
Yep.
Oh.
It was all. Yeah.
And
now
I have flashbacks to it.
What I like to cite
as
the example is most people at some point, there's like a switch.
Yeah.
You get pissed off, and at some point, you ground.
Yeah, but this was not.
It was over 24 hours.
Never
and you
happened.
Still weren't grounded.
I went to a hotel. I mean, it went so far. It was
That's happened to me when they've adjusted my meds and stuff, and my your brain chemistry is just all screwy. It happens.
Yeah, it does. It does. I'm just so glad that I went to the doctor the next day. I had a family that was telling me what
we
I
had
needed
an
to
intervention,
do. And I finally came to and just broke down and cried and said I need to just go to the doctor. And I'm so glad that happened.
And he was like, oh. And there you have the Smedlines. And we appreciate Danielle being part of the show.
Oh my gosh.
We're so glad she's back, and we're all back, and we're getting this thing back on the ground again.
As a member of our team, as our friend,
yeah.
confidant, great person.
So, if you remember, a few episodes back, we had on, I think it might have been last season still. It feels like it was yesterday, but it wasn't. But we had on the guys from Clerks Minute,
right?
Which is another podcast that's about Kevin Smith, and more specifically about the Clerks movies, and they break them down by the minute. There's a whole by the minute podcast movement out there that you can check out. Probably if you have your favorite movie, there's probably a by the minute movie podcast about it. If there isn't, maybe you want to start one. I don't know.
I know, right?
But
people enjoy them.
Mr. Reilly was from New Jersey originally. Now he lives out in Wisconsin or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in town for a special event in his town, and which gave me a chance to meet up with him and actually sit down with him in person.
Yeah, which was close to us.
Yeah, and he was, like 45-minute drive. He was actually closer to my brother. And very close to Scott Schiaffo. It was nuts. It was like going to Scott Schiaffo's place to pick him up and just turning a little earlier.
That would have been cool if you could pick
diner,
Scott Schiaffo up and go and meet him.
Past the diner to go fucking...
That's the diner
we first met Scott on and actually recorded the first interview with him on.
That's a great episode, too.
So, wow. All the way back in season 1.
If you ever want to go back to a fun one, that's Scott Schiaffo season 1.
Yes, where I'm in a diner.
You're at the diner. Which diner was that? It was on 13.
Right Route 46.
Oh, on 46,
anyway.
Okay.
So we got to talk to him again, and this was an opportunity because I wanted to talk to him after he finished the first Clerks movie, which they just wrapped up, and before they start Clerks 2, and kind of get a vibe on how everything went and what he thought, how it went, and his favorite moments, and all that kind of good stuff. So, without any further ado, here is the return of Mr. Blake Reilly from Clerks Minute, and I'm stalling because I'm trying to find this thing. Blake Reilly, everybody.
And now, here's our guest.
Well, here we sit in Garfield, New Jersey, in the boyhood home of Blake from the Clerks Minute podcast. And we threw this together because it was weird that you were in town, and plus I wanted to find out how everything went since you finished the first Clerks film installment.
Well, thank you for coming over, Scott. It's actually weird to be back in my hometown. I actually haven't been here in 8 years.
Wow, 8 years.
Yes. Wow. Flew in yesterday, and I'm flying out tomorrow.
I assume from Newark?
No, LaGuardia. Cheaper.
Wow.
Cheaper.
Yeah.
I'm actually
it's
in
funny,
town.
my friend was just in town, and same thing. He was like, but it's like, we were joking how it's like a third world country in LaGuardia.
I didn't mind it, actually. It's better than it used to be.
Yeah.
Much better than it used to be. I'm actually in town because tonight, Friday night, when people are hearing this, we're recording this on a Friday morning. And tonight, I'm actually being inducted into my high school Hall of Fame for my football team.
Oh,
Which
wow.
is why I'm here.
Wow. You're going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Of my hometown sports. It's a big deal in this town.
Really?
Big,
okay.
City of Champions. Big
Garfield?
Deal. Garfield, New Jersey. Big
wow.
deal. We're divisional champions, 1999. So it's a big deal.
Oh, wow. Cool. Cool.
So that's why I'm here.
Cool. I was wondering if there was a con or something in town. I'm like,
no.
He's here.
Actually, my parents flew me out for this. They pay for the whole trip.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Good parents.
How's it feel to be back?
Weird. It's been weird because everything's different.
Seems smaller?
Well, it was fun when I walked down to the CVS to get some sodas, and I come back.
It is uncanny how close to Scott Schiaffo your parents live.
I believe you.
Oh, my God.
I talked to him the first time we were setting up our first interview, and he's like, I looked at him like, Garfield. He's actually went to school with my football head coach.
Oh, I believe it. I mean, like, it was basically like coming to his place, but turning earlier and then just going back a little further.
I probably walk right there. Wow. Yeah.
Well, you know that diner? There's a diner on Route 46.
Yeah, of course. That I knew.
That's the first time I met Scott.
That's cool.
That's where we met.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it was kind of like coming down memory lane, just coming here. As soon as I looked at it, I'm like, wow, that's right by Scott.
That is funny. That is very, very funny.
Yeah.
I'm also not used to being in the room with people. Usually I'm not in the room with people when I record. It's weird for me.
Yeah.
So it's funny. I just put up our conference finals on the Blake and Sal show, and everything was literally on voicemail messages that I'm piecing it together on my computer.
Yeah,
it was funny.
That's how I do most of my shows.
Yeah. So anyway, back to Clerks Minute. When we're recording this, is the season finale went up this morning.
So how many episodes did that make?
89 episodes, 89 minutes. We didn't do the credits. We didn't do credits.
So 89 contain the Clerks, the first Clerks movie.
Yes. It started in October, ended today.
Wow.
Crazy
That's
ride.
Nuts. Yeah.
Crazy ride. And I'm already in pre-production for season 2.
So have you set up Do you know the hours, the total hours it took?
No, I don't have all that down. I have to figure out the math.
Yeah.
But there's so many shows, so much time, so many people came on the show. I thanked everybody on this morning's show.
Cool.
Because we had celebrity guests. We had friends of ours. We had MXX people coming on the show. And
Apologies, Kevin never came through.
No, actually.
But he's a hard guest.
I'll tell a story. I had Kevin and Jay booked.
Oh, wow.
A week before his heart attack.
One of those.
He had the heart attack, and they canceled everything for the month. And then we couldn't reschedule. I had him on the schedule for the last episode of the show, and then he had to cancel. It was such bad timing.
We've been working with him to try and get him back on this year, and post heart attack,
everything's been so busy.
And they want to take his stress level down, and they really.
But he's been traveling all over the country. It's insane how busy he is.
Yes, but
and
apparently
now he's Weight Watchers.
He's still apparently though he's still taking it down a notch.
Wow, on that schedule he's taking it down a notch.
Yeah.
So we're doing this the day of the special. Which I will DVR'd it back at home, and I'll watch it tomorrow.
Yes.
So I'm scared to watch it.
That's the one. Yeah. It should be weird because I'll just be watching it, going, "Hey, he had a heart attack."
Literally hours after, during it, or something, or some variation of it.
Well, his artery was blocked.
Now everything's good. It's Silent but Deadly for those who don't really know what the name of that is. It's on tonight. Yeah,
is that what's called?
Yeah, Silent but Deadly.
Of course.
The title cracked me out, but I heard it. I'm like,
makes
that's a
total
great title.
sense. Yeah. Because they should do like a post wrap up. Hey, I almost died after this.
That sounds like something I think I was watching in the Ric Flair 30 for 30, and they literally had to address that he almost died during post production of the documentary. He's alive now, obviously, but he almost died during the post production of their 30 for 30, so they had to address it coming out of a commercial break. He almost died.
So what would you say your favorite episode of the first season was?
Ooh.
And don't say me. It's okay.
Wow.
I get it.
Well, talking to Scott Jaffa was cool. That was
Yes,
fun. Marilyn, getting Marilyn to come on. She was my first celebrity guest. She was the first celebrity. And getting her to do the show was surprising because she was confused when I messaged her. She didn't know the concept of the show. And then when she looked this up, she found the other show.
Yeah.
Jay and Silent Bob Minute.
Yeah,
so she was confused that we were them, and I'm asking her to do minutes that they've already done. So that confused her. Once she came on, and then her computer wasn't working.
Which is weird, because usually Marilyn is very on the ball.
Well, our show had just started. We had just started, and I'm trying to get this pre-production.
That was the one thing I've noticed about dealing with her was, we went and shot her for a doc, and how, together she was. She was, really into it.
And then we got on the Google Hangouts, and the Google Hangouts crapped out on us, so she ended up calling us on the phone, and we did this on the phone. We did everything on the phone, and that was fun. At least, but she was cool. She was really, really cool. You know who had a good episode? Do you know the show Cake Boss?
Yes.
Obviously, but it was ago. Ralph from Cake Boss came on the show.
Oh, okay.
And did it on a Saturday morning.
Wow.
Did it with me for a half, and that was a fun show. That was fun.
Cake Boss?
Yes, he was a good guy. He's a big guy in the Movie community, and I met him through other shows.
I guess so.
And he loved the concept of our show, but I messaged him, do you want to do Clerks? He's like, yeah, I want to do Clerks. I love that movie. It's a couple of years older than me. It's like, a couple of younger than me. It's like, a couple of younger than me. But he's like, I love that movie. And he was going to come on for the Clerks 2. He's coming on for Clerks 2 already. Cool. I'm on the list.
Cool. Clerks 2 is one of my favorites.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing Clerks.
Yes.
Oh, it's funny. I'm also a side project for the summer. Me and my wife are doing a breakdown of Rent. Just a mini project to go to the movie Rent.
Okay.
Musical.
Yeah.
And something I want to do. It's kind of we're not nearly as detailed as Clerks, but a little thing. Because my wife, there's no way.
Rosario's in it.
That's my point. I get to do 2 movies with Rosario Dawson in the same year. I'm not quite sure how that happened. I love her anyway. And I love her so much.
She's one of those guests that we've definitely...
She's on our wish list for that
We've made a goal for this year to get.
She's on our wish list for Clerks, too.
We have some in, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and see what I can do, too, on my end. Because I have a lot of different people on my end that I work with.
Yeah.
So, the thing we're doing is, we have the show. Just ended. Next Friday, this coming Friday, we're starting our summer series. And we're going to go bi-weekly on Fridays. And we couldn't get Brian O'Halloran on this season. Trying to get him on for next. I talked to him, but we couldn't get our wires crossed. Okay. Talked to him personally.
Yeah.
But I have an old interview with him that the South Show guys have heard, the Clerks Minute guys haven't heard. That's from 2 years ago. That's going up next week. And then we're doing the unaired Clerks TV pilot. Exactly.
Which is part of the 6 shows.
No,
right?
before the cartoon. This is not the cartoon.
I know.
Not the cartoon.
Yes.
This is the one
with
like,
Scott. What's his name?
Terrible show.
Yeah, Scott Green
show.
is
awful show.
Yeah.
But Kyle, this is way back before we were doing this. We used to do a different show, Point Retrocast, and he wanted to do a side show, and we did that episode at the side show for that. So I'm putting that up, and then we have the first episode of the cartoon, and then we'll get into the cartoon throughout the summer. That's our plan for the summer.
I love the cartoon.
Yes, I'm looking forward to the cartoon, and I want to get you on for the cartoon.
I would love to. I love, but if you're going to get me on, the last 3 episodes,
definitely,
because those as I told Brian O'Halloran when he was on the show, the first 3 are good. The last 3 are genius.
Yes, I'll definitely we'll work on it. Definitely want to get you on for that.
Especially the one where it's like where they're basically playing what the hell was the movie where you become the last Star Trooper?
Yes,
but they're digging.
Yes, so we're gonna do that. Also, we were changing something for Clerks 2. What happened with Clerks 1, Clerks movie? We were talking about this on our first appearance. Mm-hmm. You even said, "What are you gonna do with nothing going on? What are you gonna do with this nothing going on?" Oh my God, it's so difficult to do those minutes, but there's nothing going on.
Oh, and you don't have a minute. Yeah.
Well, there was literally a week span, and we said it on the show. There was a week span of episodes that literally went up 10 minutes each because we had nothing to talk about.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like when there's nothing happening
going
in that
on in the
minute
frame
of the movie.
Yeah,
yes,
there's nothing going on. It's hard to. So at Clerks 2, what we're doing is, because it's Clerks 2, and we can do whatever the hell we want because we control the format, we're going 2 minutes an episode.
There you go.
So we're going to have some fun with that. So we're going to do 2 minutes episodes. Put the series will be shorter than probably ending in the beginning of 2019. So also in the
will you call it Clerks Minute?
It's actually it's going to be Clerks 2 Minute, which is funnier because it's just
silly. You're going to change the name? Why would you do that?
Well, this Clerks Minute is going to be the logo, but then the actual when you go to the thing, it'll say Clerks 2 on the episodes.
Yeah.
It's sort of like the guys
so
over.
You know which movie you're in.
Exactly. Yeah. The guys over at Jamestown Bob are doing Mallrats next.
Yeah.
They're doing Mallrats. So. It's fun.
It's so funny because I had Jay Miller on not too long, and we were talking to him about the per minute, podcast movement. He was like, "There will never be a permanent movement on my podcasts," because he just thought it was nuts.
Well, there was a conversation I was having about podcasting recently. When is the bubble going to burst for us? Do you think the bubble's going to burst?
Podcasting bubble? I think. It all depends.
There's so many. It's so ridiculous how many there are.
I have a lot of thoughts on this. As someone who's like knee deep in a documentary about it, I really see it as being it's an open field, and so therefore talent will always rise. Good concepts will always rise, but you're going to be drowned out by a sea of inaneness, of geek shows, of everybody. Celebrity hosts will always be able to put just out of the box. They'll get numbers and money and all that right out. Whereas us little guys got to work.
Exactly. That's what I keep saying. And by the way, I just popped up the Movies by Minute website. There are 92 movies.
Oh, that's
on there right now.
We Anthony Cumia.
Yes.
We asked him about it, and he was like, "Well, one of the, I think it was Adam. He quoted someone else who was also a star. He said, if you want to be a successful podcaster, well, first become a celebrity."
Not that easy. It ain't that easy for normal folk.
And then it'll be easy to become a podcaster.
It's funny because I have so many. Like I was just going through. I'm taking a break off the main show. I'm doing the show, but it's episodes. They're kind of best of episodes right now.
Yeah.
Like this week, we're doing something. A friend of mine went to a convention, so that's coming up next week. And then I'm putting up some old interviews. And I'm going through old interviews. I'm putting up some old interviews, and I'm going through them. I'm like, I have so many celebrity interviews that nobody realizes that I have. Like, I talk to celebrities. Like, I do this all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I have 2 interviews with Jim Cummings.
Oh, wow.
I have an interview with Bill Farmer.
Wow.
I talk to good people in the wrestling world. I got a whole bunch of awesome wrestling stars I've talked to. Some of them are on WWE television now.
That's great.
That I've talked to personally. One of them, the main star of NXT.
Drop that content.
Yeah. That interview's going up next week. So, for other wrestling fans, Tommaso Ciampa interview going up in 2 weeks on the Biggest House Show. People want to hear that. Big deal. That didn't meet the big deal.
So there's a lot going on at Clerks Minute. That isn't necessarily Clerks, but should be good for the fans.
Yes, it's a big deal going on right now. Also, I'm talking to the Shooting Clerks people.
Okay.
We're setting up interviews for the summer as well.
Of course.
That's something we're doing. You've seen the document. You've seen it. How is
Quite a few times.
How is it?
Oh, I love it.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm not seeing
Here's what I'll say. I mean,
You're also in it, so
if you
you're biased. You're biased. You're in it.
But but even still, I'm like seriously, I'm in it for like if you blink as Howard. If you blink, you could miss me. And the other scene, I sit behind Vinny. Vinny has a stunt question where he asks whose cat was that or whatever. Because in real life, it was Vinny's cat.
Right.
Lennon's tomb was it. But so I'm sitting behind him. And those are like the two scenes that I'm really in. Other than that, though, but here's what I'll say. As someone I went not really knowing what I was going to, is it going to be kind of goofy? Is it going to be, but that movie has fucking heart.
Yeah.
They're really, and you had him on. Chris Bain.
Great guy. But it actually
steals every scene he's in. Every scene he's in,
I just put the interview up today.
He's a great guy. He's a great. We've had him on a few times. We really dig him.
He's a good guy.
And are you a Lord of the Rings fan?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
We're trying to put a Lord of the Rings show together because he's a geek.
See, I've seen all the movies, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of it. You know what I mean? I had a girlfriend. She loved them. I saw them all. I saw the first two. Fell asleep during the second movie.
Can't find enough of these guys.
Yeah.
But anyway.
No, I'm more of a Star Wars guy than a Lord of the Rings guy.
So that movie has a lot of heart, has a lot of soul. As a Kevin Smith fan, either you'll really like it, or you'll go, oh, there's some inaccuracies, and therefore I don't like, you'll get nitpicky.
Plus, for someone who just broke down Clerks for 6 months.
Yeah, you may get nitpicky. I don't know. But I think, and apparently there's been some more footage added. Because the last time they were in town, they got to shoot with Cousin Johnny, and also with Grace, and so they're adding more all the time. Last cut I saw, they just added a reaction scene of Randall's mom, which was hilarious. I thought it was one of the funniest things in the movie. But
I know I'd emailed them, and they said they're going to be going on demand hopefully this summer.
I hope so.
That'd be great. They told me.
I would love to see it. I would love to see it.
So on demand, I'll pay for that to watch it.
Also, the comic book men on it dropped. So
yeah, I saw that. That I did watch. I watched.
Yeah. So that should help them big time.
Yeah, exactly. Because you got the press. You got everyone that knows what it is now. No one knew what it was unless you were in the circle.
Well, actually, it's funny when it first posted its trailer. It blew up on IMDb.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It made the front page.
Isn't Kevin on IMDb all the time? Those are the names. His name's always out there.
Yeah, and also, this was before he was actually hooked up with IMDb, and they're also hooked up with Amazon. So
that helps.
Yeah,
that does help matters.
So they're all owned by each other.
That does help. But yeah, I do want to see it because I will end up doing a review on it when it posts up. I do want to watch it. We'll do a review on it on our show.
Yeah.
Had an emergency show. And trust me, my network director will never argue with an emergency show if it means we get more contact. We do more content.
All right, we want to take a moment to talk about Death Wish Coffee. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, do yourself a favor and get over to deathwishcoffee.com. And there you can buy the strongest coffee known to man without a prescription.
The world's strongest coffee ever.
Yes, as proudly displayed on my wife's sweatshirt over there.
Yes, on my body, on my mug,
on
my K-cups.
Yes, and you'll know them by their telling sign of the skull and crossbones that tells
so
you
good.
Exactly what you're in for. It's that used to be the international symbol for poison, but now it is the symbol for good damn coffee.
It's awesome. Without milk, with milk, you don't really need it because it's strong.
But
it's
not bitter?
Not bitter. So you don't even need milk. You don't even need sugar, but you can add it if you'd like. It's just really, really the perfect, strongest, most awesome coffee.
Become a junkie of Death Wish. DeathWishCoffee.com. Thank you very much.
Enjoy it.
And be sure to get 10% off your order at www.deathwishcoffee.com when you use the code ThatMan. That's one word, conjunctified, all caps. ThatMan for 10% off your orders at deathwishcoffee.com. I want to take this time to mention to you www.audibletrial.com/ThatManOnFatMan. That's right, www.audibletrial.com SModcast.com/ThatMan on Fatman. That's one word, conjunctified. Go there. Sign up for your free 30-day free trial. Sign up. Get a free book. A free audiobook. Because you don't have to go through no tedious reading. You don't have to turn no fucking pages. You don't have to do any of that bullshit. You get in your car, you put on your headphones, and you are listening to a book. You're taking a magical journey into a fictitious land. You're expanding your mind, all when you're stuck in traffic. Fucking amazing. Audiobooks. These are the wave of the future. And you can get in for free for 30 days. A free trial. And when you get your free trial, you can download a copy of Tough Shit by our Savior, Kevin Smith. That's right. Our Lord and Savior, Kevin Smith, has left words for us to follow in our lives, and we can get it for free just by signing up to audibletrial.com/ThatMan on Fatman. That's right. audibletrial.com/ThatMan on Fatman. Thank you. Please sign up. You'll be very happy you did.
Our last show was a bit of an emergency show.
I know. I read it. I heard the whole thing before I came out here. I listened to the whole show before I came out here, and that was wow.
It was family crisis. It was. I mean, in the end, I'm so glad it turned into a medical thing because there was points where I was like, "What's happened to my wife?"
Yeah, I heard the whole thing. I was like,
"Who
whoa.
is this person?" Yeah, so
no, I get it.
Things are much better now, and like it's been amazing the last few days.
Trust me, I fully
have
get
my wife back.
Yay! I saw your Facebook yesterday when I landed.
Yes. Oh my god, it's so much nicer. But yeah, it was crazy, and it was crazy because she was gone. Like she didn't notice her own insanity. You know, she was unaware that she was just behaving irrationally,
exactly,
unsocially.
How's she doing today?
Great.
Good.
She
Cool.
She decided to stay home and clean. She was
fair
like,
enough.
Plus we didn't have the extra headset.
Fair enough. Can't argue that point. Can't
Yes.
argue that.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. No, I was just wondering, making sure everything was okay.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, everything sounded so panicky on
She's
the
on
show.
the mend. Yeah. But we're glad we could do that, too. That we could put that out and be open and be honest. And
exactly. I would appreciate stuff like that. Not going to lie.
the show has shaped who we are in many respects. Whether it would have been this podcast or something else, it definitely has played a part of our life.
Yeah, I know for us over on the Liquor South Show, we have something that happen all the time. If something happened, we address it. Just because, so something as simple as Sal's dog died. Literally an hour before, literally while we were doing the show, his dog was dying while we were doing the show. And he had to address it on the air. Because, I'm down on the dumps today. This is why. Just so you know. This is why I'm not my normal chipper self tonight. We had to do the show to keep ourselves on a schedule we were doing. So it's I feel bad for him that day. You know, it was a bad day.
We interviewed a guy whose cat was dying in the other room, and that was not fun.
I believe it. It happens. It's life. Life happens sometimes, but you're on a schedule.
Yes. Hey, we scheduled this interview.
And you're here.
Fuck, you're a dead cat. No.
I'm not a cat person, but
absolutely not. I am a cat person.
I'm a dog person, so I got 2 dogs at home.
There you go.
But anyway, back to what we were doing.
So,
where were we?
We're just doing the podcast thing. So, now that you have Clerks done, do you feel like we've accomplished something?
First project I've ever finished. It's the first project of podcast I've ever finished. I'm so proud of myself for that.
There you go.
I've never done that before, where I've actually finished a project that I set out to do.
Good thing you didn't pick Star Wars. You'd still be going.
Star Wars, actually, they're finishing their 6th season. Star Wars Minute, they're finishing up the prequels.
Of course.
In the next month.
Of course.
They're already pre-production for Force Awakens coming out at the end of the year.
Do Rebels.
Good guys over there. Good guys
Rebels
over
by
there.
the minute.
Yeah, I do like the show. I love that show. Love that show so much.
Me too.
But I'm so sad. How was that? Did you like the finale?
Okay,
the finale. That was insane.
We had Brian Lynch on, and midway through the interview, we find out he's married to one of the co-creators.
What?
And so we're like, well, when can we get here on? He's like, we'll work on it. We'll get it. So, yeah, we were so thrilled.
That finale was insane, though.
Yes.
Oh, my God, that hour and a half flew by, too.
It was nuts, too. I mean, just like that show was very heavy. Very.
My son loved it, though. My son got into it so much the last 2 years.
I liked it more than what we're seeing in the last episode.
I liked Last Jedi, though. I liked Last Jedi, personally.
I had a hard time with it.
I didn't go in with
ambiguous. Too ambiguous. Too ambivalent.
That's
too,
fine.
too,
I don't know. Then again, I just went to
Too
Avengers
like the Jedi suck. Oh, the Jedi forever, bitches. You know what I mean? Like too many quick turns. Star Wars and the quick turn is like way too much.
That's what it is. Well, I know. Funny part about I think it was last week's show. I was in full Avengers Infinity War block. Don't talk about it. Don't mention it. I don't want to hear anything. I didn't.
And then
see
I
it
talked
until,
about it.
Well, I had to turn the show off. So fast forward to the spend lines. I'm like, I can't listen to this because I literally
sorry.
had to avoid
I didn't
it.
think about saying spoilers either. But we were like, we're a weekend now, aren't we?
I didn't watch it until the following Sunday. Like, it was one of those things where I didn't get a chance to.
We figure everyone would have gone who wanted to go.
With schedules and everything, I couldn't go see it until the following Sunday.
But I think the
I'd rather
only
know.
spoiler I think we gave away, and we didn't even truly give it away, was that it was probably Gamora that Kevin yelled at. No.
That's a good point. That would shock me. The Gamora thing did shock me. Spoilers, people. Spoilers.
Yeah, sorry. Well, now we're 3 weeks or something out.
Yeah.
Now.
Well, Gamora shocked me. That one shocked me.
Yeah.
But the ending was
because
nice
I
surprise.
also heard that the next movie was going to focus on her, which doesn't mean it can't.
The flashbacks, and she's in the Soul Stone.
Yeah,
so
or she could be like,
she's in the Soul Stone, technically. So, technically. But, no, I'm looking for, but my son is in love with.
She's in the Soul Stone, wouldn't she be?
Exactly. That's how
That's just like, that fucking, what's his name? Doctor Strange went forward in time, knows that Tony Stark is required to beat, and that's why he had to save him.
Well, the funny part about it was my son's a huge Spider-Man fan. Loves Spider-Man. Saw Spider-Man Homecoming. Had the most fun he's had in a long time in the movie theater. When they did the ending, we're getting to the whole ending. And
I loved Iron Spider, too.
When Spider-Man disappeared, and he's screaming at Tony, my son looked at me and almost started crying.
That was
almost
heavy.
Started crying.
That was one of the heavier moments, too.
That was coming.
That was just like the one where Spider-Man is stuck in, he's like, help.
But at least he
really connects.
Yeah,
he has
Tom Holland's amazing.
That
Tom
emotional
Holland's
resonance.
amazing.
Yeah, like he makes you feel like, oh my God, I got to save this kid.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's so good. That's the one that got me the most. And then I find out that was improv.
Oh, wow.
That was totally improv. And then I find out when Groot disappeared, he called Rocket his dad. And I was a line in the script said dad when he left.
That makes sense.
I thought that was a great moment.
Yeah,
like,
he's always been very parental.
Well, then he also was a teenager in this movie. That was hysterical.
Yeah.
Groot as a teenager. I was the funniest thing.
Yeah. I did like the use of Rubber Band Man, too.
Yes.
I love that song.
So,
Takes me right back to my childhood.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And are you looking forward to Solo?
I'll
see it.
I'm not, I think I'm more hopeful for it than most.
See, Kyle's upset. Kyle's
but
so
here's
excited.
the thing. So far, like, the trailer hasn't blown me away, and I don't know that I'm sold on Solo himself as an actor.
Yeah,
I'll have to see. I'll have to see, when he gets... Because it's hard to tell in a trailer when you have a guy who's been played by fucking Harrison Ford.
Exactly.
It's like...
I agree.
I'll give him...
I'll see it.
Yeah, I'll give him a moment.
It.
Let him see if he can take the character.
I was sitting on my desk at home. They were doing a cereal thing, and I have 3 coupons sitting on my desk of 3 free tickets. 3 free tickets sitting on my desk.
All I know is there's a Kessel Run Millennium Falcon for $150 in Lego.
Hey, that's actually cheap. That's actually cheap.
Yeah, it's cheap, but it doesn't look quite as good either.
Yeah, well,
it's $700 for the classic.
Yeah, well, don't tell my kid that. He'll want the $150 one. He's upset with Legos.
I am too, actually, of late. I don't know why. It's like, I guess when you get older, you get back into the things you were into as a kid.
Yeah,
it's like model building.
Well, my kid is obsessed with Legos to the point where if you buy him a set, he'll have it done in an hour. It's amazing.
Some of the ones I have, like there's no way you can put them together in an hour, but I'll put them together. Like I will. Like I've got Poe Dameron's X-wing. I've got a Y-wing. I've got the what's his name's TIE fighter from Last Jedi. The bad guy.
Yeah, I can't think of it right
which
now.
is a very interesting ship.
I can't think of it right now, but
it's very involved.
Kylo?
Yeah,
Kylo.
it's like his cruiser, but it has
Is it the one that he was
the
in?
TIE fighter when he
Is it the one
shoots
he was in?
when he goes to shoot his mom.
They didn't shoot Leia,
but doesn't shoot his mom.
Then Leia turned into
But
Mary
then
Poppins.
someone else does anyway, and it doesn't matter because she flies away or she's free. Hey, power no one has ever exhibited before.
Well, I used a lot to choose the Force, so I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
She's a Skywalker.
Okay.
She's a Skywalker. So
Yes, she used the Force. Yeah, I get it, but I don't understand the point of all that. Here you had a character who died in real life. We could have brought great pathos to her.
How do you kill her off now in episode 9?
Yeah, I don't know. The fucking foggiest.
That's a conversation over on Star Wars.
The only way to do that episode right is to make it the rise of Kylo Ren as, Darth Vader, evil emperor at the same time.
Exactly. I don't know what to do because I know there's a common thing. Somebody said you might have to kill her off in this role because there's no other way of doing it.
I heard they're just going to kind of park her, and that's it, and just not mention it.
Really? That's intriguing.
Kind of work around it.
That might not sit well with people, though. I was thinking,
you had a great opportunity to fucking.
You could have blown her up at the ship.
Exactly.
You could have blown her up there.
You could. Why have fucking the purple hair come in to do that?
The only reason I think they probably couldn't do it because they had it filmed already and she was already dead. They couldn't flip flop it. They couldn't flip flop it. That's probably the only reason they didn't do it.
So weird.
No, I agree with you. That was your opportunity to kill off Leia.
Yeah, as she sacrifices herself.
That would have been amazing. That would have been an amazing way to end. But again,
so many mistakes.
Who knew she was going to die, though?
So many mistakes. So many missed opportunities.
But who knew she was going to die?
But
honestly,
afterwards, they were editing for a good year.
Yeah,
you
true.
Could fix that shit.
I don't know if they.
You can CG her now. You can CG
her in the Rogue One. By the way, eerie moment.
Which is probably one of my more favorite Star Wars movies of late.
The thing with Rogue One. When did you see it? Before he died or after she died?
I saw it in the theater. So
before or after
I
she
saw
died,
it when it came out. So
okay.
When did she die?
At the end of December, but after the movie came out.
Okay.
So I didn't get to see it until a couple of days after.
After she died.
And she passed away the day before we saw it. And I didn't know she was in the movie. I didn't know she was in the movie.
But it's not really her.
But it's not. But the fact that matters, it's her. Yeah. So I didn't know that was coming. So I didn't realize it was literally going to transfer right to New Hope.
Fucking Peter Cushing spends more screen time on that movie than anybody. That dude's been dead for years.
But then she pops up on the screen. Everyone was in shock. The whole theater was quiet. Oh, shit.
Oh, it's a New Hope.
Oh, shit. What is the shit? Whoa. It was unexpected.
Help me, Obi-Wan.
It was unexpected.
I hold out great hope for an Obi-Wan movie.
You know what? If they can get, help me out.
What's his name?
McGregor?
Yes.
I love you, McGregor.
Why wouldn't they?
I love you. He said he'll do it. He wants to do it. Then do a movie. If someone's saying, I want to do a Star Wars movie, you do the movie.
The problem, I think, right now that Star Wars is having is Kathleen Kennedy, I guess, should be essentially the Kevin Feige of Star Wars.
True.
And she's not. She's too loosey-goosey. She doesn't get it. She doesn't have a grand plan. She's letting directors just whole cloth make shit up. You can't. To have a canon, you have to really.
Sort of like with Marvel.
Yeah, you have to
everything culminated in Infinity War.
Think about this shit. Yeah, you don't want to just be like, okay, next director, do whatever you want to, because I think, in many respects, JJ put him on a great footing.
Yes,
and
Force Awakens is a great movie.
This next director came along and just
he made his own movie.
Yeah, and didn't take any of the fucking pieces that he should have took.
The only thing that annoys me is I don't know who Snoke is. That's what annoyed me more. The Rey's parent thing I'm okay with because of
here's the thing.
Ezra. Because of Ezra.
He could lie. Well, he's a bad guy. He could lie. Why would he tell her? Why would he tell her if they were someone important?
True, but my opinion was that being a Rebels fan, Ezra came from nothing.
Yeah, well, that
was my logic.
That's the whole concept that these people, you don't have to be a Skywalker.
That's why it didn't bother me. That's why that didn't bother me as much as other people.
But it was always decided that the main films would be Skywalker centric.
True. Very true.
So
very true.
Who knows?
Exactly. Trust me, we can talk Star Wars for hours. This is what I can do.
Yes.
I can talk for hours. This is how I do things.
As Kevin could, and that's why that all happened. Well, you had that guy and the coffee guy.
Exactly.
Well, we've gone 30 minutes here.
Wow, we did. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It is wow. 100%.
And I've invaded your home.
And my parents are there talking to somebody else.
Yeah, it's crazy. But it's kind of cool. I mean, it'll definitely have ambiance for the session.
Exactly. It's fun, and it's definitely different.
And I congratulate you on becoming a member of your all-star team, or your whatever. What is it called again?
It's the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame, being a Hall of Fame player.
Yes,
what was your position?
I was a defensive, offensive tackle, and a nose guard.
That's like my brother.
I was all over the place lineman.
So you got hit. You took hits.
Yes. I back at home, I have my championship trophy from when I won division championship at home. It's a big deal in the city.
I got you.
We were the last division champions in the city. We're the last ones in football.
Dude, I got beat up by jocks. I could care less about any of it. So that's me.
You're talking to somebody who was a jock, but also was in the drama club.
There you go.
I did plays on my off season of football. So I'm that guy. So.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
So I did both. And also I was in the AV club.
To act?
And I was in the AV club.
Me too. I
did it all. Like I did
Hey, we
everything
push around TVs.
Yeah. Well, I was in our GTV, which is pretty much a Tyler and video production. I sat in the GTV. We did live shows. Like, we actually did live shows at GTV in our school.
That's cool.
And we did, like,
They do that at my son's school
now. It was fun stuff. It was fun stuff we
Which
did.
was my school when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It's
it was
come
so
a long
much
way.
fun. It's like, I've learned so much from there. So, a lot of people don't realize I went to school of broadcasting.
Oh, wow.
Here. So I did a lot of broadcasting stuff around here.
Where can we find you out there?
Of course.
Other than ClerksMinute.com.
Clerks Minute on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere, including iHeartRadio. I always make sure I plug that because we're on iHeartRadio. That's a big deal for us.
We are too, actually.
Yeah, I know.
It's one I never plug. Yeah,
I noticed.
We've also went for trying for Spotify.
So
but we're in the wait now. Everybody
we've
like
been on a 6-week wait now for like 2.5 weeks now.
Yes.
Because we're on Spreaker. We're on Spreaker, and we got an email saying, apply for Spotify.
Same thing with
all of our shows applied, and we're waiting.
Same deal.
We're waiting.
Yeah.
So, Clerks Minute, everywhere you can find it. I update our Instagram all the time. Like, I'm always retweeting, like you do.
We've been much better with Instagram.
Like you do. I see you do the
and
same
I
thing.
stole that thing from you. The
post?
Yeah.
I stole that from
here's the
wrestlers.
thing.
I stole that from wrestlers.
I'll be honest. I am not, like, I don't have pictures up the yin yang. You know, I'm not that visual. I don't always have, like, and if I take pictures, they don't always necessarily have to do with the show. But with that, it's like, oh, if I can retweet someone's thing, that's a wonderful thing.
That's how I look at it. As I repost Kevin's stuff, I'll repost things like
Yeah.
that. And especially if they have to do with my show.
Exactly.
I'll do it.
It makes sense in my feed. It's
Except
not
for you,
like...
it makes more sense than me. 'Cause
Well, both of us does.
Well, yeah. Well, like you put a picture of him and Grace up, it makes sense. You know what I mean?
But it does for you, too.
Yes.
Clerks is him.
But no.
It's just another brand.
And you can find me... the BlakeandSalShow.com is where the main show is, my main show, which if you go up, just going up on Sunday or Monday or whenever, you'll hear our conference finals pick. That's our latest show.
Cool.
That's our latest show. I recorded it upstairs and then put it on my laptop. Edited it here. It was crazy doing that.
Hopefully it'll go up Sunday. We'd like to get back on that, but we keep drifting, and so it's like,
Yeah, so BlakeandSalShow.com. Also, if you're a musical fan, No Days But Today, our retrospective starts on June 2nd.
Okay.
I'm hosting that with my wife.
Oh, awesome.
That should be a lot of fun.
It's music?
It's going to be every Saturday morning starting June 2nd.
Cool.
Including an interview with Anthony Rapp.
With the wife?
Yes.
Smart.
Yeah. Well, she wanted to do it.
Smart.
She won't do a movie by minute thing, but she'll do something where it's literally going to be a day at a time in the movie.
Smart.
Like, it's December 24th.
I love working with my wife, so.
We broke that in half as 2 episodes. October 25th. It's 2 episodes. Like, that's what we're doing.
It's a good way to get you guys together.
Yeah, we haven't done a show in a long time, so I'm looking forward to doing that with her.
Cool.
And then that's that. That's everything I do. I'm on Twitter at Riley21106, and all my shows are everywhere. Like, this is what I do.
Well, thank you so much for coming on again. I'm so glad to have... There's another Clerk show in existence, and glad that we're getting along and playing nicely instead of being like, fuck you, Clerks, dude.
I will say, though, I want to plug my boys, Jay and Silent Bob Minute. They're sending me Mallrats soon.
Cool.
I love the guys over there. I don't really... We had a friendly rivalry. We had a friendly feud for Clerks. And now they're going on their way. We're going on our way. And now we'll promote each other. They're good guys.
I'm glad I'm not in the minute business then.
Yeah. And also, moviesbyminutes.com. That's where we are. And one more thing. MXM Denver.
MXM Denver.
We're at a convention. I'm not going to be there because I'm going to be on vacation.
Okay.
But it's on 8/18/18.
Cool.
August 18th in Denver. It's the second annual Movies by Minutes convention.
Oh, wow.
Going on in Denver, Colorado.
Cool. We're tie.
So it's over on their website. That's going on. I went to one in Chicago last year.
Cool.
And that was a lot of fun. I'm hoping to go next year wherever it is.
The Big Pod thing is in Philly this year.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Because my boss, my network director was talking about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's all my plugs. That's everything going on.
Well, thank you so much, man.
No problem.
And there you have. Yeah, we'll see. It does do that. We have me talking over the sounds in the background. That's going to suck until I figure out how to do this properly. But yes.
Clapping. Than you.
Talking over the clapping. Yeah. But there you have our guest.
That was
Mr.
great.
Blake Reilly from Clerks Minute.
Yeah, I was
Check him out over at clerksminute.com.
I wasn't able to be there, but you did a great job.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
It was short, sweet, and to the point.
Yes.
We appreciate you coming on, sir. And we will be checking in again with you later on.
And everybody listen to Clerks Minute at Clerks Minute on Twitter.
Yes. And Clerks Minute everywhere.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I think I want to say Brian O'Halloran was just on. That's another show.
I think it was he talks about it on this episode,
Right.
what we just listened to. He basically explained that it's a blast from the past.
Cool.
Yes.
Awesome. So check it out.
Yes. And here's an awesome update. The bug is dead. Yes. During that the set break, I was able to kill said stink bug.
Yes.
I hit him squarely with an old-fashioned drafting square. Yes, I smashed him with basically the blunt end. I used it for reach.
It looked like a spike or something.
Yeah.
Or some sort of chipper or something. Ice chipper.
It's a drafting. That's so you can draw a level line.
Huh.
Yeah.
Hey, that shit worked. So I want to give everybody a little surprise update.
See,
we have a really
side
cool.
locks into the side of the board
look at
and you
that.
draw a line straight.
Because that to me looks like the other thing is
It's
some
an
sort.
old-fashioned draftsman level. I don't even think they make these anymore.
The other end of it looks like some sort of hammer or something.
Yeah, because that's the flat end that you set up so you can draw straight.
Right. Okay. Well,
it's a square.
So
essentially,
we have an interview planned coming up. Scott Koblish.
The return of Scott Koblish.
Koblish will be coming on, and it's going to be a really cool episode. Check out his book is out. He'll talk a lot more about it, and it will be next week's interview.
And I can't
wait. So go to @ScottKoblish on Twitter.
And when we interview that gentleman, we'll be joined by none other than the return of Pork Chop Murphy.
Pork Chop Murphy will be here, and Scott Koblish as well will bring a guest who was also a part of the book, and it's going to be a really cool interview.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah. So next week.
I'm going to go now and read my galley.
You're going to what?
Read my galley. Anyway. Blah, 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 what was I going to say? Yeah, so look forward to that show coming up on the next episode.
Yes.
Bear with us as we get our footing back together, but I think things are looking up.
Thanks, guys.
Things are on the up and up.
I appreciate all your messages and kind words and just little, messages of love and support.
Yeah, my favorite was this one. It was like the dude was like,
"What is what's a Wookiee?
What
is this Drake? What's a Storm? What now? Trooper? Pooper Trooper? What's this, Grace?"
That pooper thing always makes me laugh. That's why I like that.
Hey, go back. Hey, circle back on Grace, by the way.
Yes, and Grace too. Anyway, so that's a whole other thing. Yes. But go and see Deadpool 2 because you'll totally enjoy it.
And a super shout out to Cousin Johnny.
Cousin Johnny, thank you.
Very awesome to us, and
you're
just a fabulous dude.
You're amazing.
Yes.
We love you, and
we appreciate all your assistance.
Yes.
Yes.
Been very lucky.
Heavy on ass. No.
Heavy on the ass.
What does that mean? I don't even know.
I don't know. It's
like you're an ass, dude. I don't know. I'm just goofing around.
It sounds wrong, and it's going to come out all wrong, and it's going to be bad.
Like Grace, fuck me and make me forget.
No, don't talk
kid.
that. Don't say that. Only Don can say that.
Well, okay, I won't say necrophobic kind of thing going on there.
Ew.
All right, let's wrap up this show and get out of here, and just we'll consider this a win.
Yes, and remember stickers. We've got them, so if you want any, go to ThatManandFatman.com.
Yes, although I think we have to figure that out because something's wacky about it.
Or just send us a message.
I think Etsy doesn't. I don't know.
Send us a message, and you never know what'll happen.
Yes. Right now, man, if you show up at some spots we're at, there's a good chance we'll plant you with a sticker. So
go to @ThatManProducer and say want a sticker, and then we'll do a thing, and then you'll get some.
Oh, we'll see.
We'll see how that goes.
Maybe we'll do a contest. We'll start giving stuff away.
That would be awesome too.
Oh, there we go.
So we will work that shit out for you guys because that's what we do. We work shit out. And if no one has told you yet this week,
you're smart and good.
You're smart and good.
You're smart and good.
And you're absolutely lovely, every one of you.
Yes, you are.
Have a wonderful week.
Yes. And we will catch you next time with a crazy show where we're more in the zone.
Oh God, it's going to be like a comic book
extravaganza
with old friends from New Jersey and girlfriends and comic books.
I have a feeling that the lesbian bar, Meow Mix, will be talked about.
There will be.
To some extent. So
yeah.
Look forward to the return of Meow Mix.
Meow Mix is a very big part of the show. I think the cats even ate it the other night.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
all right,
folks,
guys. Be
next
good.
time. Smart
Thank
and good.
you. Smart and good.
Catch you next time.
Bye.
Doodle.
Bye.
Staring out in space, looking for an angel smile and praying for some faith. Thoughts are drifting through my mind and filling it with fear. Is there something else out there, and just why are we here? Then I see the world will turn, and we must be its guide. Dreams and nonsense schemes, gone comes we must reply. Powers from our mother earth, they'll blow us to our knees. While our souls do bind as one, come join us if you please, if you please. Reading moments one by one and smirking like a thief. Sleeping through another night. Genesis and matter's wake is coming from our sun. Living in this very moment, for this moment's done. But now I see the dawn will come, and we are all its guide. Crazy dreams and nonsense schemes, the Godhead in the skies. Powers from our mother earth is all we'll ever be. All our souls do bind as one. Come join us if you please, if you please. Eyes we worship at our shrine, bursting flowers into bloom. There's no such thing as time. Powers from our mother earth will blow us to our knees. Twisting, turning minds are burning. Join us if you please. And now I see that I am just beginning its demise. Flashing bits of comic light that vanish from the skies. Powers from our mother earth is all we'll ever be. All our souls to bind as one. Come join us if you please, if you please, if you please, if you please.
There he is. It's that man standing over Blood Alley Square, protecting us all. Go get him, that man.